Hi everyone, this short video will show you how to answer question number 2 on your NRES 151 Library Exercise Practice Form. Question number 2 asks us to use another search tool that we call WorldCat. And why would you want to use WorldCat? Well, WorldCat is what we call a union catalog of libraries around the world who submit all of their library records to one shared database. So you can search for anything in any library around the world that contributes their records to this database. And why would this be important to you? Because if you can't find what you're looking for in Search at UW, you could look in WorldCat, and if you find it in any of the libraries around the world, you could ask the UWSP library to get that item for you through a service we called Interlibrary Loan. You would submit your request electronically through the Interlibrary Loan request form, and we'd get that item for you from the other library on your behalf. It would be sent to us, and you would get an email telling you it's here and ready to pick up at our library's front desk. And this is all at no charge to you. So it's pretty nice service for our students. So let's take a look at question number 2. Question number 2 says that often library materials like graduate theses can only be found outside the UW system. So we're supposed to use WorldCat to find a master's thesis on the water budget of a wetland written by someone with the last name of Burr. And for the question, we have to provide a citation following the ecology style for Part A. Part B asks us to find out how many libraries own this item. And Part C asks us what is the name of the hyperlink that you would click on if you want to request this item through Interlibrary Loan. Now we aren't asking you to request the item, so please don't do that. We are asking you the name of the hyperlink you would click on. And we're asking you that because many times students get to this point and don't know how to request an item through Interlibrary Loan. So the point of Part C is to get you familiar with what to click on. So let's start our search by going to the library's homepage at www.uwsp.edu/library, and you'll see the WorldCat hyperlink under the Search at UW box. So let's go ahead and click on that. If you're off campus, you'll be prompted for your UWSP credentials. And here we are at the WorldCat interface. So you'll see a search box just like you do in every other search interface. And in this one, we're going to enter the clues that we know. We know the last name of the author is Burr, and we know it has something to do with the water budget of a wetland. So those are our precise terms, and again, try to be very precise. Leave out words like a, an, and, of, or the, because every time you enter those extraneous words, you're asking that search algorithm to find those words, and the more words you put in a search box, the more and more results you get. Contrary to that, the more precise the words you use, like just these, the more precise results you'll get. So after entering these search terms, let's run our search. You can see that we've generated a list of 40 results. And again, the layout of the results list is pretty much like every other search interface we've used, with the results for the items down the center, and you've got your limiters down the left-hand side of the page. Notice that there is a limiter for thesis, so if we click on that, it's going to rerun our search and narrow it down to one item. And this looks like our item: Value and Water Budget of Cypress Wetlands in Collier County, Florida. It's written by somebody named Burr, and it's a thesis. This looks like our item, so let's click on that hyperlink title to get more details on the record. And here we are on the page with the details for that record. For Part A, we need to get those 4 elements of a citation. Here's our title of the thesis. Here's our author information. Here's the year it was published. And here is the type of thesis. It's an MS, which stands for Master of Science. Remember, you need to spell that out in your citation. And it's coming from the University of Florida as the granting institution. And notice there is no city, state, and country for the University of Florida, but it's your responsibility to find that. So if you're not sure where that institution is, you need to Google that. So those are the 4 elements of the citation that we need. Part B asks us how many libraries own this item, and you can see under the box says find a copy in the library. There's only one library identified around the world that has this thesis, and that is the University of Florida. So the answer to Part B would be 1. Part C asks us what is the name of the hyperlink on this page that you would click on if you wanted to request this item through interlibrary loan. And again, this is where most students, they don't know what to click on. They really want the thesis or the item, but they don't know what to click on. If you notice just above the box that has the one library around the world that owns the item, there is a hyperlink right here, UWSP Interlibrary Loan. So if you wanted this, you would click on that hyperlink and it would take you to an electronic form that you would submit to ask us to get that on your behalf. Now again, for purposes of your assignment, we're just asking you what is the name of the hyperlink. So the answer to Part C would be UWSP Interlibrary Loan. So with that, this video has shown you how to look for a thesis using WorldCat.